Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Haley has the night off. Thank you so much for being with us. Our top story tonight, Manatee County and the school district pushing for funding to make walking to and from school much safer. This comes on the heels of a student being attacked at a school bus stop a few months ago in Bradenton. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now live with more on what they hope to accomplish. Rick?
Yes, Scott, I'm here at 34th and 53rd near Bayshore High School. This is one of the areas they're looking to make much safer.
It's very scary, especially crossing the street.
That's how one Bradenton resident feels about not having street lights anywhere near where she lives off of 34th Street West, right down the road from Bayshore High School. She didn't want to disclose her name, but says it's a challenge for her getting around, especially in her motorized wheelchair scooter.
Sometimes cars don't have their lights on and you can't see the cars either. So it's really dark. Can't see sidewalks, can't see nothing. It's hard to ride.
This area near Bayshore High School is one of the places Manatee County and the school district are looking to improve. Plans are to add lighting on a long stretch of 53rd Avenue West and 34th Street West. Sugg Middle School is right back there. There's a strong push here to add sidewalks to this side of the road. As cars go driving by on 59th Street, it can become a very dangerous situation because there are no sidewalks across the street from Sugg Middle School for several blocks. There's discussion about adding sidewalks here and around some other schools in Manatee County. Bradenton resident Patrick Webb is someone who walks and rides his bike on these roads every day. He tells us it's important for improvements to be done, whether it's the sidewalks or the lighting.
I think it's a great idea. It's very dark at night, and it is pretty dangerous with the way the cars drive up and down here very fast.
The Manatee County Public Works Department and the school district are hoping to receive money for these projects from the Safe Routes to School organization. And at this time, it's not known if and when these projects would take place. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Scott, back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. And speaking of student safety, Bradenton police are investigating a suspicious incident where a man may have tried to lure a child into his car using treats. It happened yesterday near Seabreeze Elementary School on 71st Street West. Police say a student was approached by a man driving a white sedan, possibly a Toyota, near the school. The driver opened his front passenger door and told the child to get in, and the child ended up running away. Anyone with information is asked to call Bradenton police. A $13,000 reward is now being offered to anyone who can help investigators find the driver involved in a deadly Halloween hit and run in Manatee County. 41-year-old Clarence Johnson of Temple Terrace was killed around midnight on October 31st. Troopers say Johnson was walking along State Road 64 in East Manatee County near Southwest Oak Point Drive when a Ford pickup truck or van hit and killed him. The driver then took off after the crash. Manatee County Crime Stoppers is partnering with several anonymous donors to offer the reward. If you have any information, call them at 866-634-TIPS. Starting next week, Venice police officers will be cracking down on stricter parking rules. Every year during tourist season, police enforce a time limit for parking spaces along certain roads. Because of the influx of people, the parking spots are in big demand. Starting on Wednesday, December 28th, drivers will only be able to stay parked on Venice, Nokomis, Nassau, and Miami Avenues for 2 hours. Signs have been posted to alert visitors of those rules.
Basically to try to keep the spaces open for shoppers and be able to, help out the businesses downtown, not have the spaces occupied for hours at a time.
Venice police typically wind down the parking enforcement around May. And it will be the longest night of the year. Tonight, people who were homeless and died on the streets of Sarasota in 2016 will be remembered. A memorial vigil for those who passed away will take place at the Salvation Army Center of Hope in Sarasota. The annual event is meant to draw attention to the homelessness problem on the Suncoast. Sarasota Mayor Willie Shaw, Sarasota County Commission Vice Chair Paul Caragiulo will speak at that ceremony along with other officials. The vigil begins at 6 o'clock at the center on 10th Street. Going to check on our weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob, some clouds around, but a little cooler today.
That's right. A lot of clouds and fog around this morning on the longest night tonight as a result of the sun being the direct rays at the furthest point in the southern latitude. I tell you what, a beautiful day today, though, this afternoon at least, as the sun came out and temperatures warmed up in the low 70s, so pretty close to average for this time of year. Humidity at 73%, winds are out of the northeast at 6. The pressure actually rising somewhat at 30-17. Now that front That brought us the clouds, still down to our south now. Some showers along the east coast. No rain here. We had a little bit of mist this morning. We are looking, though, and anticipating for a little bit more low-level cloudiness and some fog to form late tonight and tomorrow morning. I don't think it'll be as thick tomorrow morning, though, as a result of a little drier air in place. The wind and fog forecast showing some of that fog around at 4 a.m. Even at 8 a.m., there's some around. This model maybe not depicting much here, but I expect to see some around. And that fog, again, will burn off a little quicker than it did today. Boy, it stuck around. It was cold out on the waters, I can tell you that. North winds expected anywhere from 5 to 10 miles through the evening. Temperatures right now up and down the coast into the upper 60s here and low 60s inland. Orlando now at 63 degrees. It's 70, though, in Venice, 68 in Arcadia, and 68 as well in Sebring. The Gulf of Mexico temperature now 71 degrees. Well, more on the rest of this week, and take a look at the holiday weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Scott.
All right, Bob, thank you. The popular home sharing website Airbnb was a big moneymaker for Floridians this year. The website is a fast, easy way for people to rent out rooms or find vacation rentals while avoiding expensive hotels. Airbnb says this year, Floridians who rented out their homes to visitors earned $273 million collectively. 1.5 million people stayed at homes in Florida this year through the site. The home sharing company also says it has collected $20 million in sales tax and tourist development tax dollars this year. Sarasota County is still contemplating joining a multi-county lawsuit over those taxes and Airbnb. Earlier this year, during negotiations about collecting tourism development taxes, Airbnb told the tax collector's office in Sarasota County would not provide the names and addresses of renters. Since that information is required by state law, Sarasota County is considering joining a lawsuit with Monroe County in South Florida. Last-minute shopping has now transitioned into last-minute shipping. The rush to get gifts to their destination by Christmas Day is on, and local shipping businesses say they are feeling the heat. The U.S. Post Office says Monday was the busiest shipping day of the year, with 30 million packages shipped nationwide. Post Office officials say packages sent by today using their priority service will still meet the holiday deadline. The Post Office, UPS, and FedEx officials all recommend the next day service with Saturday delivery for shipments made after today, but they warn procrastination comes at a price.
But the cost to ship air, and at this point everything will be going out air, is a little higher than the price to ship ground. And because of that, the cost does get transferred to the consumer.
Thursday, tomorrow, December 22nd, is expected to be the busiest delivery day for those holiday packages, cards, and letters. Officials project more than 750 million packages will be delivered this holiday season. Still to come in your Suncoast News, an intense manhunt across Europe. Why authorities are having an especially hard time tracking down the driver wanted for the Berlin Christmas market attack. And we'll get back to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who'll look ahead to our forecast for the rest of the week and the upcoming weekend. And then later in Health Smart, decompressing during stressful times, certain foods that can help you relieve that stress. That story coming up.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beniva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Only Fiat gives you Italian engineering with a heavy dose of Suncoast style. So what are you waiting for? Hurry in for big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbybthebay.org.
Now to Mexico, where a deadly explosion tore through a fireworks market, killing at least 31 people and injuring more than 70 others, including children. Today, a massive search and rescue operation is underway for the dozens still missing. The video is just incredible. A fireworks market packed with shoppers rocked by an explosion, triggering a chain reaction. It happened about 40 miles outside of Mexico City during the market's busiest week, just before Christmas and New Year's Eve. The explosion so powerful, many witnesses say it was sheer chaos. Overnight, the Red Cross moved in, rushing the injured victims to the hospitals, some with burns over more than 90% of their bodies. Angelica Martinez is desperate. Her boyfriend is still missing, and this morning, Martinez and other family and friends flooded the market site, hoping for answers.
There was a big cloud of smoke that started to disperse at night. But, you know, there's a lot of people crying, a lot of state police, firemen, the Mexican Red Cross arrived on the scene. And it really looks like a war zone. It reminded me of some of the images I've seen in Syria or Iraq.
As for the investigation, it's still unclear how this happened, but this is the third major explosion at that market in 11 years, but the first with deaths. Today, we're learning more about a suspect in the deadly attack on a holiday market in Germany. Officials saying the man they are now searching for had known ties to Islamic extremist groups. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the latest on the manhunt.
German police desperately searching for this man, wanted in connection to Monday's deadly attack at a Berlin Christmas market. This wanted poster being shared across Europe, calling 24-year-old Tunisian national Anis Amri a terrorist. German officials saying Amri has known ties to Islamic extremists and goes by multiple aliases, yet clarifying this is a suspect, but not necessarily the perpetrator. Meanwhile, police are following up on more than 500 tips as they search homes, trying to track down the man who hijacked this semi, fatally shot its driver, and plowed through this packed holiday market, killing 12 people and injuring dozens of others.
Obviously, this place was not protected enough.
ISIS claiming responsibility for the massacre that was carried out after a recent message posted by the terror group encouraging supporters to use trucks to drive through public gatherings. While at the scene, some of the remnants of the chaos are being cleared as other Christmas markets across Germany are opening for the first time since the attack under heavy security.
You want to let the terrorists win, you know, so why should we? If everyone stays away, they're winning.
And in Berlin, as many as 12 victims are still hospitalized, some in serious condition. And there is now a 100,000 euro reward for information leading to an arrest. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
All right. Well, we're talking about the first day of winter, right? And it kind of felt like it today, a little cooler.
Sure did. I was out in the water, and it was one of the coldest days I can remember in a long time. But I was not complaining too much because, you know, it was nice. A nice little break after the heat. of this week for the most part. And get a look at the clouds as we take a look at what was going on at 11 o'clock. And yes, I was just getting off the water at that time. I was actually starting to warm up a little bit after being out there at around 7:30 in the morning. You can see those clouds took their time, but around 2 o'clock started to get some breaks, sunshine popping out at 3 and 4 o'clock. You can see those clouds starting to come back a little again. So hopefully it won't be too bad. You mentioned the winter solstice. Yes, it came in today. Winter officially starting just before 5:45. At 5:44 this morning, winter began, and that's when the sun makes its trek down south. It's at its furthest point. The Earth, at least the northern hemisphere, is tilted away from the sun, and the most direct rays now at the Tropic of Capricorn. So it'll slowly work its way back northward now. So our days will start to get a little bit longer each day. But this is the longest night. Spot the International Space Station? Well, you can if the skies stay clear. And that's at 6:17 p.m. That should read 6:07 p.m. Look about 2 fists above the horizon. Stack your fists together, 1, 2, and it should appear around 10 degrees above the horizon looking to the northwest. And it's up there for a long time, and it should be pretty visible if the skies stay clear. It'll disappear over the southeast. The maximum height will be 80 degrees, so pretty much above head at midway through its flight at 3 minutes into it. As far as the skies go, well, you see a little bit of cloudiness coming back already on that tower cam shot. So we are looking at some clouds around, but I think it'll be clear enough that we will spot the International Space Station tonight. Again, it's 6:17, and we'll try to get that on our live shot as well during the news. Now you can see the clouds around pushing off to the southeast right now, and that's the flow. The flow's out of the north and northeast at 6 miles an hour. The pressure 3017, that is still pretty high. You know, yesterday and the day before it was in the 30-20 range, and so it's dropped a little bit, but still high. The dew point is at 59. Will be cool to start the day off again tomorrow. In fact, temperatures will be close to seasonal averages for this time of year. Haven't been able to say that much at all in the first time this winter. Well, we have fog depicted here, low clouds at least through the overnight. But the clouds and fog should burn off a little earlier tomorrow. And look for more sunshine in the morning and mostly sunny by the afternoon if all goes as planned. 45-degree dew point in Tallahassee, 42 in Jacksonville. It's still pretty balmy there in Key West at 71 with a temperature of 76 degrees. Current temperature at 68, so temperatures expected to fall about 10 degrees overnight. And uniform, too. When you get some clouds around, it keeps temperatures rather uniform across the region. 70 now in Venice, 68 in Avon Park, and the Gulf of Mexico temperature now at 71 degrees. Well, temperatures are across the area, all pretty much uniform, just a few degrees away from one another. Waterleaf down at 68, the same in Parrish, Rosedale at 69 degrees, Tara at 68, and 69 at Kensington Park, Osprey 70, and 71 in Inglewood. Venice, you're at 70 degrees, and 71 in Rotunda, Port Charlotte at 71. We're looking for lows tonight, generally mid to upper 50s up and down the coast. Now, hourly forecast looks like this tomorrow. Fog in the morning and then sunshine throughout the afternoon and evening. I should say evening, late afternoon, I should say. Temperatures are much colder across the northern plains, but not as cold as it has been in the 30s right now in Toronto, Detroit, Minneapolis, Minot, North Dakota, and Billings, and Denver at 34. Not much of a wind chill, although in the 20s now, as opposed to what the actual temperatures are being felt across the Great Lakes and the Northeast. For us, we'll see that low cloudiness around, but it should burn off a little earlier tomorrow. We'll look for sunshine, plenty of it. Temperatures will warm in the upper 70s. And then even warmer still as that front kind of fades away to the north of us on Friday late afternoon, and it looks like a pretty good weekend ahead. Patchy fog tomorrow, north winds at 10 knots. Seas will be 2 feet. A light chop will stay with us right through Sunday, Christmas Day. Water temperature at 71. Tides upcoming, high tide at 7:03. And a low tide will be at 2:32 in the morning. Fog late, partly cloudy, then mostly cloudy. 57 for your low. Then tomorrow, look for a little bit of morning fog. Partly cloudy, warmer. High temperatures 77 with sunshine coming in late in the day. The extended forecast calls for temperatures into the 80s by Friday, and then we stay warm. Long range forecast indicating no major fronts coming our way anytime soon. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you so much. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, right now we have reports of a crash in Manatee County. It's on State Road 70 at River Club Boulevard, and we're told it is backing up traffic a little bit. You can see the red on the map, and a little bit of yellow as you get close to the interstate. In health news tonight, spending time in detention may not be the best punishment for young people, especially if they're boys. Researchers followed nearly 1,200 boys and girls for 12 years after their detention in Chicago's Cook County Juvenile Temporary Detention Center. They looked into whether those children reached positive milestones like furthering their education, abstaining from substance abuse, residential independence, and other things. 12 years after that detention, only 22% of the boys and 55% of the girls were successful in reaching those goals. A new Senate report calls some drug companies predatory and immoral. The bipartisan report released today by the Senate Special Committee on Aging details dramatic price increases of prescription drugs whose patents expired. The year-long investigation found 4 pharmaceutical companies used monopoly business models to exploit market failures, acquiring decades-old, off-patent, and previously affordable drugs, and then raising the prices suddenly and astronomically at the expense of the patients. The report calls on Congress to take action to stop this from happening more. And for many people, this is one of the most stressful times of the year. And when times get stressful, many of us turn to comfort foods. But that may not be such a good idea. Doctors say snacks like donuts, pizza, mac and cheese make us feel good in the short term, but can actually make stress worse down the road. Instead, try some superfoods. Dark leafy greens like kale and spinach contain folates and B12. Those nutrients are associated with chemicals in your brain that help regulate emotion and pleasure. And good carbs like oats help your brain regulate serotonin, which stabilizes your mood. And one study also found that vitamin C can reduce blood sugar and stress hormone levels. Up next, Richard Marx to the rescue, how the 80s star helped take down an out-of-control passenger on a plane. Plus, a new all-female unit at West Virginia Police Department, but their mission does not involve crime fighting. We'll tell you more about it after this.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings for you during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokees, or save big on a brand new 2017 Jeep Patriot. Stop by today and drive away in a new Jeep Compass for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Flames from a big rig crash light up a Texas highway. One person was killed in the morning crash. The truck was carrying what appears to be vodka when it crashed on the freeway and caught fire. Vodka bottles and boxes were scattered all over the road. A second vehicle was underneath that tractor trailer. Police are working to determine whether the victim who died was inside the big rig or that second vehicle. Another fire erupts on a highway outside of Buffalo, New York. It also took place early this morning when a propane tanker ended up crashing. Hazmat crews and firefighters were called to drain that burning fluid. Both sides of the road had to be closed. No one died in the wreck, but the driver of the truck had to be taken to the hospital for treatment. It's Richard Marx to the rescue when an unruly passenger causes problems on a flight. The American 80s pop star was on a Korean Air flight with his wife, Daisy Fuentes, when an intoxicated passenger started turning violent. The man reportedly hit a passenger and assaulted flight attendants. The commotion, which lasted nearly 2 hours, came to an end when Marx and others subdued the man and tied him up with a rope for the rest of the flight. Marx and his wife shared photos of the incident online. He called himself no hero for his actions. As for the suspect, he's been released but is facing further investigation. There's a new crime unit that specializes in giving out hugs rather than arrest warrants. The Charleston Police Department in West Virginia has created the Grandma Unit, or the G Unit, as their shirts say. The women were sworn in yesterday in an official police ceremony. All 11 members were victims of elder abuse or domestic violence at some point. So they say their mission is to spread more love and hugs, something they say a lot of people don't get much of.
Sometimes I'm not feeling good or I'm feeling low, and somebody will give me a hug and I'll feel better. And then I share my hug with someone else.
Oh my goodness, it's a win for everybody. They feel good by doing it and they want to do it. That's what helps. It's an awesome partnership.
The partnership is being made possible by the YMCA there, and the ladies say the first mission for the Grandma Unit is thinking of where they want to start, spreading the love. Great idea. Still to come in your Suncoast News, busy airports across the country, what the TSA will and will not allow when it comes to traveling with Christmas presents. That story coming up.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru has the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now, during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease a new Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
Perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beniva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.